Some melodies have the power to transport you to another time and place. Makam Segah is one of them. Its rich, emotional depth make it unforgettable. Welcome to the Exploring Makam Music series on my YouTube channel. Today we are diving into Makam Segah, one of the most expressive and emotional makams in Turkish music. Segah has a dark, melancholic and sophisticated character often used in both classical and folk tradition. Its a unique sound comes from microtonal intervals that shape its identity, make it distinct from the other makams. Understanding Segah is essential for the grasping deeper layers of makam music because it's one of the basic makam in Turkish music. Today we'll analyze its structure, explore its characteristic phrases, and break down its terkip, the way it combines with other makams to form a complete musical journey. Before we start playing, I want to remind you to subscribe my channel. Feel free to comment, and if you like the video, please click the like button. And also, if you can share it in your circle, that would be great. Thank you very much for your support. As I mentioned before, unlike Western music instruments like the piano or guitar, we have some instruments like oud, ney, kanun, tambur, kemençe, and some others to play microtonal notes and related to those makams and characteristic phrases. Today I will teach you Makam Segah on the Rust phrase system again. Then we will explore its phrase in masterpieces. Let's start. First of all, Segah means third place or third degree. So Se means third or three. Gah means again place, degree. To play Segah, we just need two notes, even sometimes one note, which is, of course, you can guess, Segah note itself. The simplest melody that we can hear, Segah, is just Sol, Sol and Si. We have two notes. So Sol, Lu, Si, that's Segah. So that's Si. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. That's Si. If he gives that Sol, Lu, Si, Do, Si, that gives us Segah because that C note is called Segah. Another explanation, if you play G on piano, original acoustic piano, when you play G, you hear mostly two notes. Of course, if you are trained your ear, you can hear more, but you can hear fifth degree and third degree. So this is our third degree in a major tonality. So G is our first degree. So A, G, A, B. So this is B 1 comma flat, which is 16, 18 cent flat. Then there is C, then D. So when we play G, we will hear B, which is 16 cent, 15, 16 cent, 17 cent flatter than piano tuning. And then we hear fifth degree, which is D, Re. So we use in Rust fret system, and especially Segah, that harmonic third, not tuned third note. We use harmonic third. That note called is Segah. Okay, if we talk about from G. But of course if you can create a sentence or phrases to give the character of Segah on any note, so you do Segah. That's it. So that's simple. So let's hear Segah. I'll give you some samples. So this is our G according to Bolahenk register in Turkish music. So G, B. So Sol, Si, Do, Si, Sol, Si. So that note is called Segah, and if we stop that note specifically without stopping other note, we do Segah. Let's do some sample. that Segah, or even as I told, Sol, Si, or directly Si. Si. So it gives Segah because of the frequency, because of the little bit dark character. So that's why we call Segah. Do, Si. Even you can use Do, Si. Do, Si, Si. Again Segah it gives. Another sentence. Re, mi, re, do, si, la, si. Meanwhile, I can use La sharp, A sharp, or La natural, A natural. Doesn't matter. Both gives us Segah. La natural with La sharp. So when I use La sharp, it gives more like a bit darker sound. A little bit heavy sound, but otherwise. So these are main melodies. Of course, we can create many of those. So let's have a look at on some pieces what composers did in the past. The first piece is Çeşmi Megyun'un ki bezmi meyde canan döndürür. Composer Zaharia. Let's look at this Segah, using Segah in the first line. Rest we'll check later. So it starts with directly just one note, C. C. Then as a kind of answer, it gives or support that C. La, si, do, si, si. Again. So it insistently stop on C. That gives us Segah. Si, la, si, do, si, si. Second sentence. Si, re, do, si, la, si. As you can see, even it goes re, not stop there, come back to C. This is the basic Segah shape or Segah area. So I can say between Rast note and Neva note. So if we say Sol, Sol, La, Si, Do, Re, Do, Si. If I use those notes and stop on there, it's called Segah. That much simple. So Sol, Do, Re, Do, Si, Si, La, Si. If you want to kind of like support to settle down on C note, Segah note, so you can use La sharp. Do, si, si, la, si, do, si, si, re, mi, re, do, si, si, la, si. That's it. Okay. Let's have a look at the second piece. This one, tuti mucize güyem ne desem laf değil. So it start with again C. See? Si, mi, re, do, si. So it si, mi, re, do, si. It turns back to C. So stay on. You can think it stays on C drone. Si, mi, re, do, si. Then si, la, sol, la, si. As you can see, it's like si, la, sol. It comes to Rast because there is relation. So you can see the relation between Rast. If you do si, la, sol, sol, fa, sol, la, la, si, la, sol, fa, sol. If you do that, it turns to Rast. So you can see the relation. These are inside each other. So si, la, sol, la, si. Si, la, natural, si, do, re. It goes to Neva. Re, fifth degree, mean. Re, do, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, do, si. Turns back to Segah. As you can see, these are like main Segah sentences. If you memorize it, memorize those sentences, you can at least you can start from somewhere. Okay, these are kind of sample melodies for you. Of course, you can create more. There are many options. Even we use 5 notes. You can use maybe mi note as well. Meanwhile, mi note would be 16, 18 cent flatter 2. If you use si, do, re, mi, re, do, si, la, si, because of perfect fourth. So si, mi, si, mi, re, do, si, la, si. If si is flatter, slightly flatter, mi as perfect fourth should be slightly flatter. That's why. But if the melody stops on neva, so re, so you don't need to play mi one comma. It should be natural. Okay? That is the trick. That is the trick, and also it's a tip for you. So let's check the next one. Another one. We'll check the directly lyrics part. So it starts with, as you can see, Rast Segah. Sol, si, 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 do, re, 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 do. It even goes to neva. It comes back to Segah. Do, re, 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 do, si, la, si, do, si, si, la, sol. Again, back to Rast. So it obviously, you can see, the melody goes between Rast and neva. Even we can say maybe Hüseyini note or just Hisar note. Mi, sol, si, si, do, re. So I can do some improvisation between these notes. Sol, si, si, do, re, do, si, la, si, do, si, la, si, si, la, sol, do, si, si. So this is the melody, and this is what you need to play to hear Segah. Okay. So this is basic Segah makam, or in Aralezgi system we called Çeşni, Segah Çeşni. But I prefer the called Segah makam because this is makam. Makam means characteristic melody. So once you hear this melody, you can't confuse with another. Okay, this is when you hear this, so you can call this is Segah, or when you hear Rast, you can call this is Rast. Let's have a look. It's terkip. What we have as a Segah terkip. So as you can see from the pieces as well, as a second step it goes to re. So it aim to go to re. So after that, after Segah emphasize melodies, it should go to re. So fifth degree. As a neva. So it does neva as a like second part of terkip. So Segah, neva, then what it does? So it will go to fifth degree of Segah. So which is seventh degree of major tonality. So sol, if we say sol first, sol, la, si, do, re fifth, mi sixth, fa sharp seventh. So fa sharp, what we have that note, as you can remember, we have H note. What is H? Fa 4 comma sharp. Fa, fa, re, la, sol, fa. If we put mi sharp as well, la, sol, fa, mi sharp, fa, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, fa. It's kind of Segah feeling on H note, but not exactly Segah. So just a Segah feeling. You can think they are same family, but as a kind of family member or like brother sisters. You can think. Fa, fa, mi, re, la, la, si, la, sol, fa, fa, mi, re, mi, sol, fa. So close actions or maybe similar actions, but because of frequency, we hear different makam. That's why we called H. So I'm gonna explain H when I explain H makam, but this is basic H. So you can see the relation between Segah and H. And Segah on third degree, H on 7th degree of major tonality, but between them there is a perfect fifth. But as you can hear, two different frequency. It sounds like two different makams. Okay. Again, if we turn back to Segah terkip, we did Segah, then go to Neva, then go to Evch. So these three makams, when we combine these three makams, we have Segah terkip. If you look at the piece again, which is Tuti Mucize Guyem, so it starts as we talk. Si, mi, re, do, si, la, sol, la, si. It starts with and la, si, do, re, go to neva, re, do, mi, re, do, si. Back to Segah. Mi, re, do, si, la, sol, la, si, do, re, do, mi, re, do, si, mi, re, do, si, la, sol, la, si. So this is like three times, same sentence to emphasize the Segah structure, Segah makam structure, basic one. Then mi, re, do, si, la, sol, la, si, re, do, si, do, re. That's a unique Neva sentence, and we will talk Neva makam next week. This is very unique and common Neva sentence. Re, do, si, do, re, do, si, mi. That mi, Hüseyini. Mi, re, do, si. Okay. It turns to Segah. So next step, as a modulation part of the piece, directly opens Fa sharp. So what's called Fa sharp? Evch. So directly it does Fa sharp. Fa. That gives Evch. How we do Segah? Just start with Segah. Si, do, si. Same mentality. If we give just Fa sharp, we do Evch. Because it's called Evch. That's it. Fa, sol, fa, mi, re, la, sol, fa, natural, mi, re, turn to Neva. Re, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, si, la, si, do. It turns to Segah. So, Evch, Neva, Segah. That's the analysis of the line. Or it does three times. Yeah, three times same structure, same melodies for different lyrics. Then it turns to again, if you look at the last piece, re, do, si, do, re, turn to Neva, re, do, mi, re, do, si, again, turn back to Segah. I want to show you one more thing, and if we check again, go back to Olmaz ilaç sineyi sat bareme. Last two lines, it's like modulation part of the piece. What it does. So that's our topic. So Segah has mostly go to H note or does same Segah phrases on one octave higher. So we called tiz Segah or higher Segah. And most of the composers use that higher Segah phrases with H or kind of related with H. So let's have a look at this piece. Sol, si, re, do, si, la, si. So this part is Segah, definitely. Then la, sol, fa, mi, fa. It goes to H. Then sol, si, la, sol, do, si, la, sol, fa, mi, sol, fa. It goes to H, as you can see. Why it goes back to H? Why not go to Gerdaniye? It turns back to H because as we talk, there is a Neva and H. These two makams related to each other. So Neva goes to H goes to Neva. So that's why the composer use H to go back to Neva because this piece chorus starts with or doing Neva, then go to Segah. That's why the composer find a mutual point. So Neva has H relation and Segah has Neva relation. So if you want to go to Neva, you can use H to go to Neva. Okay? Yeah. hopefully understand. You can understand. This is a little bit, maybe it comes maybe complicated, but if you think like degrees, if you want to come back to fifth degree, you can use seventh degree, because seventh degree harmonically it has two options. Mostly it goes first degree, but it can also go to fifth degree. That's why. Okay, it's kind of nature of music or mathematics of music. That's why. That's what Segah terkip or basic sayır structure we can say. If you have any question, feel free to comment, and please listen to some other Segahs. Also, I'm gonna share some links in the description part. Check those and listen many times, not just once. Listen. For example, you can spend a week for a makam to really understand and feel its character, its emotion, feeling. Okay. Makam Segah is a deeply expressive and a little bit heavy makam, we say, and carry both emotion and kind of elegance. By understanding its structure and phrases, we unlock a whole new dimension in Turkish music, because there are some makams very similar to Segah, as we talk about H makam. So there are some others. We talk about those later, but once you understand Segah, you can understand those better, and also the relations between them. In the next episode, we'll continue our journey with Neva and Pençken makams, as I mentioned during the video. So stay tuned. Feel free to send me your own Segah compositions or kind of sample sayers at my email, or if you make a video and share on Instagram or Facebook, tag me please in your stories or posts, whatever you share, and I'll give you feedback about those. Before ending the video, check out my Bandcamp page and Buy Music shop. Links are in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for new episodes every Monday. And also don't forget to share it in your circle. Thanks very much for your watching, and see you in the next week, next video. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.